It's March 1974. In the jungles of a Philippine island, a Japanese soldier in a pressed uniform steps out of the trees and formally surrenders his rifle. The war ended 29 years ago. He didn't know. Or rather, he knew, and didn't believe it. His name is Hiroo Onoda. And almost nobody knows the full story of what kept this man fighting long after every other soldier had gone home. Onoda was 19 when Japan entered the war. He wasn't trained as an ordinary soldier. He was sent to the Futamata Army Intelligence School and built into a guerrilla. Someone designed to survive alone, resist capture, and keep fighting no matter what. His instructors gave him one instruction above everything else: never surrender. It wasn't a suggestion. It became the core of who he was. In December 1944, he was sent to Lubang Island in the Philippines with a single order: hold the island. Do not give up under any circumstances. 3 months later, Allied forces arrived. The Japanese garrison collapsed. Most soldiers were killed or captured. Onoda and 3 others disappeared into the jungle. They were still there when Japan surrendered in August 1945. Leaflets were dropped from aircraft. The war is over. Come out. Onoda read them and decided they were enemy propaganda. Newspapers were left at the jungle's edge. His own family recorded a message that was broadcast by loudspeaker into the trees. He heard his father's voice and concluded it was a fabrication. Every piece of evidence was filtered through training specifically designed to make him doubt exactly this kind of message. If you had been built the same way, would you have believed it? Years passed. One companion surrendered in 1950. 2 more were killed in skirmishes with Filipino police through the 1950s and 1960s. By 1972, Onoda was alone, living on bananas and coconuts, cleaning his rifle every single day, still fighting a war that existed only inside the framework of his orders. And here is the detail that most accounts miss. Onoda was not delusional. He was not broken. He was, by every measure, sharp and rational, operating perfectly within the only framework he had ever been given. His training had prepared him for exactly this situation. The problem was that the situation had never been designed to end. In 1974, a young Japanese adventurer named Norio Suzuki traveled to the Philippines with one goal: find Hiroo Onoda. He located him in 4 days. The 2 men spoke. Onoda listened. Then he gave Suzuki the same answer he had given everyone. He could not stop fighting until his commanding officer personally ordered him to stand down. Suzuki returned to Japan and found the commanding officer, Major Yoshimi Taniguchi, now a bookseller, flew to Lubang Island, stood in the jungle, and read the order aloud. Mission complete. Lay down your arms. Onoda removed his ammunition. He set down his rifle. He had been at war for 29 years. He was 52 years old. What happened next is what makes Onoda's story so difficult to classify. To some people, he was the ultimate symbol of loyalty and discipline. To others, he was a tragic example of what happens when absolute obedience replaces independent judgment. Historians still debate whether he should be admired, pitied, or criticized. There is no simple answer. During the years he remained in the jungle, innocent Filipino civilians and police officers lost their lives in encounters with him and his group. For the people living on Lubang Island, the war had never truly ended while they were still hiding in the forests. That reality exists, alongside the extraordinary determination that allowed Onoda to survive for nearly 3 decades. Under impossible conditions, the Philippine government considered prosecuting him for killings committed across those decades. They pardoned him. Japan welcomed him as a hero, which he found deeply uncomfortable. He eventually moved to Brazil. His rifle was placed in a museum in Tokyo. It is still in perfect working condition. Perhaps that is why his story continues to fascinate people around the world. It is not simply a tale of survival. It is a story about conviction, identity, and the incredible power of belief. When a person's entire understanding of reality is built around a single mission, changing that belief can become harder than surviving hunger, isolation, or even the passing of time itself. Onoda did not remain in the jungle because he was incapable of thinking. He remained because everything he had ever been taught convinced him that leaving would have meant betraying the very purpose of his life. Onoda once said he had no regrets, only that the men who fought beside him did not live to walk out of the jungle with him. That is not the answer of a man who lost his mind. That is the answer of a man who followed his orders so completely that nothing, not leaflets, not newspapers, not his own father's voice, could reach him. If a single order given in 1944 could hold 1 man at war until 1974, what does that tell us about the power of what we are taught to believe? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you want more untold stories like this one, subscribe, because history has a lot more secrets left to uncover.